Right, John, before we ask you anything, we travel down to Waterford during the week.
Oh, this will be good.
Yeah, a few familiar faces for you.
I don't know who will turn up here. Alan Joe.
You know, I think he's a credit both to Ferrybank, Waterford, Ireland.
Richie and Lav.
You'd never hear anybody mention a negative word about John, because there's no negative words to say about him.
Yeah, from the club we like to say thanks to John and Jim and Mary, because they're a great family, and Jim was great in the club, and we always got on to Jim and gave him a bit of slagging over John and where he got the skill out of it, but it was all light-hearted, and Jim just took it in his stride.
We still don't know where he got the skill from.
And I still think, like, nice guys do make it, you know, and John is proof of that.
Both fond memories of both clubs, you know, special people, and they're great credit to the community as well, the work that they still do, and the Ferrybank especially will have obviously from my dad's point of view, a very special place in my heart, you know.
Jim spent about 30 years involved with Ferrybank AFC. So Jim had two sons, John and Alan. Alan is probably 2 years older than John. So Alan was playing football before John, but John always tagged along with Jim and his dad to all the games. So from a very young age, John had a Liverpool jersey on, and believe it or not, he always wore a Liverpool jersey, and he usually came to every game with Jim.
The likes of Val, Richie there that we heard from, they were a huge influence on your career, along with your father, of course.
Yeah, Richie, he was one of the first coaches I think who's ever probably made me sick from a training session, because we'd got on to the Irish, I don't know, it was 15 panel or 16 squad or whatever, and Richie had been involved with Ireland coaching. I didn't think training was going to be too hard, so I had my dinner kind of quite close to, and I soon learned not to have my dinner when I was going to be doing a session with Richie.
And he come down here, like Noah said, straight from school. After studying at school, he come down here 6 o'clock twice a week, and he stay here for 2 hours, regardless of the weather, regardless. And he had that dedication. He wanted to succeed.
There was 1 year he was on 8 teams in Waterford. He was on, I think, 3 teams here. He was on the Waterford under-18 team. He was on the schools, 2 teams in the school. He was on the Waterford youth Oscar trainer team, and he was in Brian Kerr's still on the 16 at that stage. He was playing all those teams, still studying, and never missed training.
Noel in the video there with Richie he travelled with my dad over to Scotland the time we won the European Championships, and they travelled everywhere in the car together, going to all the games, and he's probably close to being at all 117 so far, or to a lot of the home ones anyway. It's now the support I got from both clubs was amazing, and obviously the coaching I got was very important for me too, to how I developed into the player I became.
Yeah, you mentioned there earlier the European Championships. Obviously a huge moment early on in your career playing under Brian Kerr, and still probably to this day probably the most success we've had at underage level. What was that like?
Noel and Brian made us feel that no matter which team or what country we were playing, at that age, like, we were going to be competitive, and we were going to not just we were going to play with quality and certain styles. But it was an amazing experience, and the bond that we had. Obviously earlier on this year we had a 20-year kind of anniversary since we'd won it, and it was special meeting up with some of the lads, and obviously tinged with a bit of sadness when we lost Liam as well from that squad and team. So look, it was amazing times, but it was a hell of a start to international football.
By the time he came into the under-16s, he was well on his way to being a top player. But I think the finals in Scotland nailed that. Mick McCarthy picked him. I think his debut might have been Croatia before the World Cup in 2002. We didn't go to the World Cup, but once I took over, I felt that John was ready to come into the team. He played my first match in Scotland. He was a consistent performer, did very well, very reliable, adaptable, could play on either side.
His talent was obvious. Clearly there we could all see that, but he just fit in perfectly. His character was, as time went on, he grew and obviously developed into a real leader. We had, he played alongside Richard Dunn so many times at centre-half. They had a great partnership together. Of course, we had Shea, Robbie Keane, Damien, all these lads in the squad. But John O'Shea was one of the leaders that was within our side, yeah.
The fact that he's played through so many managers, through 16 years of international football, 118 caps. It's absolutely remarkable, and it just shows someone of great persistence, of great ability, a gentleman on and off the pitch, brilliant trainer, great player and a great person.
One thing you always laugh about is your international goal scoring record. It's far from prolific, but I think maybe that one goal in Germany will probably forgive you for any others not scored.
Exactly, yeah. There's definitely, for the amount of times I've gone forward, maybe from free kicks and corners, I should definitely have a few more goals, that's for sure. But no, I think the goal in Germany definitely helped me out a little bit on that score. It's huge on the highlights kind of front in terms of your 100th cap to get an equaliser. Practically the last kick of the game against the world champions, where obviously it proved to be a crucial point as well in us getting to the Euro. So it was a special night and a special goal, and it'll long live in the memory, that's for sure.
What other standout memories do you have of playing for Ireland?
Obviously you qualify for major tournaments. There's been ups and downs. We've got to 2 tournaments, where the first tournament in obviously Poland and Ukraine, and we were hoping to do so much better, but the group we had obviously 2 of the finalists in the group, but you're hoping we should have got off to that better start maybe against Croatia. But look, they were a very talented team too, and then the next Euros qualifying for that, to get to 2 major tournaments was obviously a big plus. But missing out on the World Cup was a tough one. Like, that's the one that's eluded me, but hey, I've been so fortunate to have the run I've had, and to be able to get to major tournaments and to be captain leading out for that first game against Sweden at a major tournament as well. For that game, it was obviously they're super proud moments that myself and the family will be looking back on many years to come.
Walking out of the Aviva Stadium on Saturday for the last time in that green jersey in front of all your family and friends, what do you think will be going through your mind?
I think just the big thing will be pride of being able to represent your country so many times, and have so many managers trust you to play as well. Practically, I think it was maybe over 110 games where I was kind of automatically playing in the team, and that's something I'll obviously cherish for a long time.
Finally, we've had plenty of messages from all the fans thanking you for all the memories. Is there anything you'd like to say to the fans?
No, without a doubt, just thank you. It was amazing being able to represent you for so many years. That's the big thing I take the pride and honour in, of seeing the support that the fans have given us. It was amazing, and something that obviously I look forward to and cherish, and also look forward to being on the terraces as well with my son and family, going to games and stuff like that. So that's something I'll be able to enjoy going forward and cheering the boys on. I look forward to it.